G'day there, what a joy it is to read over the weekend that we're headed for another housing crash. This is not the first time a housing crash has been predicted, of course. There are some who clearly, with the weight of the world on their shoulders and a certain amount of inbuilt angst, find a lot of time and energy to conjure up predictions of gloom. And no one loves a prediction of doom and gloom more than your average journalist who can't peddle bad news fast enough. Do remember all the predictions post the GFC in 2008 about the pending crash? Remember those? Some of the same people involved in the forecast this time were involved then. No one has bothered, of course, to ask the question, hey, you know when you said there was going to be a crash 8 years ago and there wasn't, how come we should believe you this time? For if they asked that question, they wouldn't be able to roll out another alarmist headline. The twist, by the way, this time from our collection of doom merchants is that the crash isn't coming until 2025. That's right. In the ensuing period between the last forecast and this, they've gone and found themselves a crystal ball. They can see the future. Isn't that amazing? Even if we were to take all this seriously, we need to agree exactly what a crash is. Crash is a very alarmist term, don't you think? What's a crash? Is it 10%, 20%, 30%? Last time it was 30 to 50%. The prediction is based on the same formula last time's prediction was, based on prices being unsustainable. The theory is that the median price shouldn't be more than 3 times the median wage. So, for Auckland, the median house price should be $220,000. That's right, that's how absurd that calculation is. And if your starting point is absurd, so too is the rest of the calculation. It's like saying an average new car should be no more expensive than, say, I don't know, a month's wages. You make it up. And given it isn't, you're then in shock at how expensive cars are. Although there is no doubt that part of the price rises are to do with supply and demand, that at least in part is being addressed. The banks are solid as a rock, they lend sensibly, the economy is resilient, migration will continue for the foreseeable future. We seem, touch wood, to be in a phase of some consolidation. Prices are levelling off. In other words, the market is doing what the market does. It's a complex, fascinating world, real estate, but all you need to do is look to history to tell you how things work. Have a look at all the crashes we've had in the past 50 years. That's right, there aren't any. Not 50 years ago, not 8 years ago, not in the GFC, not now, not in 2025. If the alarmists could just put their calculators and negativity away and go find something productive to do, we'd save ourselves more pointless debate.